Hey everybody, what's up? It's Ryan Gruss from the Loop Loft, and in this video we're taking a look at our latest release from the Complete Takes series. This is Volume 3, and this track we have loaded into Reason right now is entitled Sunday Songo. For those of you who aren't familiar with the songo, it's a Cuban drum pattern rhythm, and as you can hear right now in this verse section of the song, it's not a traditional 2 and 4 backbeat. It's very highly syncopated between the kick and the snare. But what we did with this song, as you'll hear in the chorus towards the end, it kind of turns into a march thing as the song progresses, almost to the point of very reminiscent of the U2 song Sunday Bloody Sunday, hence the title Sunday Songo. So starting off as a traditional songo and kind of works its way into the pop world as the song continues. But if we look at our arrangement here, I have it looped right now in a chorus section so we can hear some of the percussion layers that are happening. So I'm going to solo the percussion section so you can kind of hear how we built on top of the drum set part. Cool, so I'm gonna unloop this and work our way towards the end of the track. A big tom breakdown in the bridge here. And again, the nice thing about these Complete Takes series is you have complete control over the mix. So for instance, that crash was a little loud. I'm gonna pull that down. Cool, so now we're going to look at the next track inside of Ableton, and I'm just going to drag and drop my multi-track drums here and drop them in. So now that those are loaded, I'm just going to start the song, and again you'll hear the usual count off into the intro. And this track is entitled Pop Bossa, so it's, you know, a traditional bossa nova feel, but again with the flexibility of these live multi-track recordings, so you can put more of a, you know, kind of contemporary shine or mix on things if you want to, you know, fatten up the kick drum or, you know, put any effects on the overheads or the percussion. You now have that ability rather than just working with, you know, a standard stereo loop WAV file or Rex file or what have you. So if we go to the arrangement view, we'll see that we're now, this is sort of a verse section of the song. You'll hear it's a brush on the snare drum with the kind of clave feel being played on the left hand, and now we're into the chorus. And let's just solo some of these tracks so you can hear what's going on with the drum mix. Here's the bongo. Here's the room sound. So as you can hear, it's kind of a very open, live vibe that you can mix into your track. Here are the overheads. And on the overheads, I like to pan these left and right pretty hard to give some nice stereo imaging. And I usually do the same with the toms, which in this case are on track 3 and 4. Yeah, it sounds a little live, so I'm going to pull back on the room just a bit. And into another chorus. You hear a nice build with the ride cymbal. So again, it's that easy. Just drag and drop into your favorite software and start mixing. And if you want to start editing or rearranging parts, of course it's very easy. You can, you know, if we wanted to loop this section of the song, I'm in Ableton. So now we're just going to go to the beginning of this loop. And this is a good way to kind of, you know, if you want to find a section of the song to mix with some consistent drum parts, I suggest just looping a section, you know, 4 or 8 bars, so you're not kind of chasing the drum part as it goes into a fill into another section. But you know, you can start dialing in the kick drum if you wanted to change some frequencies or add some compression, Same with the snare drum. So last but not least, this is the third session from Volume 3 of Complete Takes, and this song is entitled Call the Police. And as you'll hear in the drum groove, it's a very Stuart Copeland-esque reggae rock type drum feel. So this is the intro leading into a verse section. Some very standard Stuart Copeland style syncopated rim clicks and hi-hat patterns throughout this track. And the timbali quasi snare fills thrown in there throughout. And the kick during the verse is that nice reggae kind of on 3 vibe. And this song was kind of inspired by the Police track So Lonely. So as it builds into the chorus, the kick goes into more of a driving 4 on the floor thing with a backbeat on the snare. And as it progresses towards the end of the song, it actually goes into a double time with a snare on 2 and 4. But here it goes into a chorus with that anticipated crash and a snare hit. And this is the 4 on the floor I was talking about on the kick. And let's check out the room sound on this. Nice big natural sound. And back into another verse where it kind of mellows out. So again, another nice feature of these multi-track sessions is everything is played to the click and is on the grid. So this song is at 158. And if we wanted to, shorten or double any part of the song, it's literally just a matter of highlighting that section of the song and either repeating it or cutting it out, and it'll make a totally seamless edit in your track. So no dealing with crossfades and pops and clicks. It gives you kind of the flexibility of working with almost like a MIDI style drum session, but with the live audio. So let's listen to this section of the chorus here. 2 measure phrase, and let's just say I wanted to extend that chorus by an extra 4 bars. So I repeated it twice, and let's listen to how that edit sounds. So totally seamless. You can't even tell we repeated the section. There's no clicks or pops because everything is on the grid and lining up properly. And back into a verse here. And let's just forward to the end and kind of hear how it builds. I mentioned it goes into a double time feel. This is sort of a breakdown bridge. Into the double time. And you'll hear there's some percussion, tambourine, cowbell. And into the big ending. So total Stuart Copeland vibe, riding the bell, kind of just rocking out through the end in a double time fashion. So as this fades out, I want to thank you again for sticking around and checking out this entire video. If you have any questions, just leave a note on our blog or here on YouTube, and we'll follow up with you. And until next time, we'll see you again soon.